I'm Heidi, and the past 5 months I've worked in a research project on sustainable work, where we were supposed to do case studies on different countries and see in how far they have a sustainable organization of work or not. But then we realized that there's actually no definition or framework for what a sustainable organization of work or sustainable work is. So we started by defining first for ourselves and developing this framework. And so we started, first of all, with the assumption that we don't only want to include paid work in our definition of work. So we came across this model of reproductivity by Adelaide Biesecker, who is an eco-feminist. And this is basically her model of the economy. And it's the main message is that all human productive processes and human reproductive processes are interconnected and depend on natural reproductivity and natural productivity as well. So to integrate these concepts, she called it the concept of reproductivity. For us, we used the two human parts of it in order to define what we mean by work. So together, or this is also a kind of related to the metabolic definition of the economy, that work is a mediation process between humans and the environment. And then we found that from her framework is missing what the end of the economic process should be, or the end of work. So we added this dimension of fundamental human needs to together lead to this definition that work is a mediation process between nature and humans, with the goal of satisfying fundamental human needs. We used the Max Neef concept there, but yeah, not so important. So after this quite broad definition of work, we decided on some criteria of what for us should be a sustainable organization of work that leads to a sustainable society. And we came up, first of all, this relates back to the satisfaction of fundamental human needs, that a sustainable organization of work should satisfy the needs of all individuals in that society. And it should do so in an equitable way, because, first of all, equity is an important concept for us for sustainability in general, and also it would harm human reproductivity if a society is very unequal. And then the third point is that this should, of course, happen without harming natural reproductivity, that is, respecting biophysical limits. After we made this definition, we also applied it to countries, looking at different countries, whether or in how far they are sustainable. But yeah, that was the framework we first developed, and it's still a bit under construction, so feedback is very welcome.
Questions? We have 1, 2 here.
How do you investigate or analyze this sustainable work in countries? From documents?
Yeah, we did desk research mainly, and of course it's very hard. The framework is very broad, and countries are something very specific, or policies are something very specific. So something that would actually be nice would be to develop more concrete indicators out of that. But we just try to apply or look at policies through this frame, looking at how far this leads to satisfaction of needs, in how far this is work-centered, for example, or whether other satisfiers are also taken into account in labor market policies, things like that.
I'm just wondering how you look at what is equitable work. Is it like equitable opportunities? Is it that everybody has opportunities to work, everybody has kind of equal adequate pay, or like what is it?
That was a lot about inclusiveness of the labor market, for example, in how far are there empowering policies like for education, or is it only about bringing everyone into work, no matter what? Or ensuring equal participation of men and women in the labor market somehow, these kind of things.
I just wanted to know, are there any strict sustainability benchmarks? Like if you cross it, then you're, no?
No, of course. I mean, as I said before, indicators would be nice, but we didn't develop any, so we don't have any.
It's relative.
Yeah.
Okay, brilliant. Thank you very much.